Whew. So it is the 1st of January 2024 and I am at the allotment for the first time this year. Yeah, it's looking pretty sad and tired. Everything is kind of, yeah, not looking great. I'll give you a quick look around in a minute. But I just come up to do a couple of things. We're going to lose the lights soon. But yeah, of course, in true Shelley style, as soon as I get here, I need the toilet, so I can't stay too long. But yeah, I bought some bits up that I got for Christmas this year, which I'll show you as well. Some new bits and bobs. I've also got a new tripod, which is what you're sitting on at the moment, and I'll show you that too. But yeah, a couple of things I need to do. I've got a load of cardboard which is in the car, so I need to bring that up. And sorry about the sound, I didn't bring my microphone, so yeah, it might be a little bit off in places, so apologies in advance. So let's go and have a little look and see what's changed in the last few days. And just remember that we're actually off the back of a storm as well, so there's been a bit of, you know, movement, nothing major, just a few pots here and there that have moved about. So let's go and have a look and see what's what. Okay, so in terms of things blowing around, you can see there's a couple of pots and bits and pieces that have kind of blown over, which I need to go and collect those up. Yeah, just pots that are sort of littered about really. But I wanted to show you, do you remember we did the I sowed the broad beans a little while ago, probably about a month ago now, and then they were sat on the side over there, just there, and they got completely flooded. Well, I was kind of give up and thought, nah, they're goners, I'll have to sow some more. But let me show you this. So I don't know if to take, they're really heavy, so they've still got lots of water in, but look, we have germination. I mean, at the moment there's 2 in that tray. Let's see if there's any in the other tray. No, I don't think there's any movement in that one just yet. No movement, no sign of anything in that one yet. But that's pretty good, isn't it, really? I actually thought they were goners, and even if I just get 2, that's fine. I can always sow some more. The peas come up, I'll show you those now. So yeah, here we have the peas. They've come up, and as have the ones below as well, that are on the bottom. Sorry, I'm fighting with the tripod here. But yeah, that's good as well. They've all come up, which is fabulous. The sweet peas, however, are looking a little bit sad and spindly. So yeah, I don't know whether to water them. That one there, the red one, is actually quite heavy, and I think that's just because it retains the water, whereas these 2 sort of mushroom tray things, whatever they're called, yeah, they're a bit lighter, so I might give them a really light watering, so we'll see. The compost is looking a bit sludgy and disgusting, so I bought some browns up, just some wrapping from Amazon, but it's looking pretty grim. I'll show you. So here we are. So you can see it's all sludgy, but there's worms here, look, lots of worms, which is good. So hopefully this stuff will help to break that down a bit. So let's carry on with that. many of us, I did get a few bits for Christmas this year, and I had asked for a few in particular bits that I wanted, that I'd just been looking at for a while, and I wanted to show you what I got. So the first one, I'm just going to get it out of the box, something I've wanted for a long time, but I don't know, I think the price put me off, but even though I know it's really worth it, I think it's just, yeah, for a tray, I was like, it's a lot of money. But I got these. So these are seed trays from Containerwise, and they're hard, solid. They've got a nice big bottom hole, so it helps for you to kind of push the plant out once it's ready. And they're rigid, they're solid. I've heard a lot of good things about these, and I've got these ones, and I've got the deep root trainer ones as well, so I've got a tray of each. So yeah, start small. I will get more. So another thing I got were these. So these are little seed envelopes, and they come in like a little binder, and you can put the seed envelopes, they've got little spaces in them to put the envelopes in, so you can keep all your seeds in like a book, which is great for when I'm saving seed, because I do grow a lot of things where I can actually save the seeds. So yeah, that's really helpful, really handy, really well thought out kit. I've got a new mug, which says that. Love it, brilliant. I also got this, which is just brilliant. How cool is that? That's amazing. So yeah, it's got my name on it, I love that. What else did I get? Oh, I got one of these seed ruler things, which helps you to measure out the distance between your seedlings, which is really handy, actually really practically handy. I also got another thing, which I think is hanging on here, which these are my keys for the allotment. Look at that. How amazing is that? I absolutely love that. That's so cool. Yeah, so for allotment themed gifts, I did very well this year. So I'm really chuffed with those bits and pieces. I also got a tripod as well, which if I can work out how to do it, I will put a picture of it on the screen somewhere, here or there. But yeah, it's extendable, and the actual spindly bit that holds it up is lower to the ground than my old one. So yeah, the other one used to just fall over, whereas this one I think will be more sturdy, so I'm really pleased with that. So I'm well chuffed with those bits. Literally, I was like giddy like a little girl at Christmas this year, so yeah, I'm really, really pleased. Oh, someone else has put a shed up. I think that was there before. Sorry, random. Anyway, let's crack on. So now I've managed to empty that bag, I'm going to use that bag to put the my seed collection in and get ready to take them home. I've also got quite a lot of bulbs, but I'm not going to take them back. What I might do is actually take a photo of them on my phone so I know which ones I've got. I'm going to do that. So I was just about to leave, and then I thought I'd show you this because, well, I haven't shown you it before, and it's actually quite cool. So on our allotment site, we've got these. They're cool, aren't they? So basically, these are like little boxes, almost like bird boxes, I suppose. And inside, you can basically just put any unwanted seeds or excess that you have, and you can just pop them in there. And they're there for anyone to use whenever they want. And these, yeah, they're dotted around the allotments. I think there's one up at the other gate as well, which I think is a really, really good idea. So well done, Aylesbury Town Council. 4 marks. And here left, I think. Yeah, Lakers Nursery. Look, they've got compost outside. There's loads of stuff. So as if by luck, I've managed to find a stockist of the Melcourt Silver Grow peat-free compost. It's $9.99 a bag, but I think I'm just going to take it because it's much cheaper than the online, which is £15 a bag. So yeah, Fabulous. I went in to pay for the compost, and in the shop they had the most amazing selection of seeds I've seen for a long time. Loads of beans, loads of peas, loads of carrots. They had the purple carrots I'd been looking for, so I got some of those as well. They also had a great range of flowers. What can you see there? Leeks, carrots, radishes, all sorts in here. Yeah, the flowers were good as well. And they also had a tea shop, which I didn't get a picture of. Hello again. So it is Saturday, I think it's the 6th of January. It's the first time coming back to the allotment since the storm. So I'm pleased to say that I can already see in the distance there, you can see the greenhouse is still standing, which is a right result, because I did have kind of have nightmares of coming here and seeing it in a crumpled mess. But yeah, fingers crossed. I was hopeful, and it's paid off. Right result. So I've just got a bag of bits. I'm just struggling along the allotment path. I'll try not to fall over whilst walking us down there. Even the Perspex kind of grow framey, what's it called? Cold frame is standing and still in place. So that's good. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. Everything looks pretty good, actually. I don't think anything's moved at all. No, I think we're all good. Everyone else's plot seems to have fared okay, actually. There's a few little wonky, archways and things like that, but other than that, it actually seems all right. Oh, wow. I've got some more broad beans. Let's get into the greenhouse and have a look. Okay. Ooh, lots of greenery. Look at this. This is what I just spotted. Wow. There's quite a few coming up, actually. Is there any more up there? Oh. One casualty, which I've just hit with my head, is this string. It's finally broken, which holds up the other thermostat thingy. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Okay, so I have propped up the little thermostat, this string. I've just hooked it onto a piece of wire which is up there, and that's sorted that out, so that's all good. I think it's about time that I dusted off the dahlias now and got those kind of all brushed off and into storage. I'm a bit unsure how to store them really, because I know that you shouldn't keep them airtight because they'll go mouldy, but I don't have enough trays to put them all in, and they're too big and bulky, so yeah, I'll have to figure something out with that. So the broad beans, let me show you those. Yeah, they're looking quite good actually. They're doing okay. Now they have started to sprout out from the bottom here with their little roots. So I don't know if I should pot these ones on that have got bigger, because I don't want them to be stunted because they're in too smaller depth pot. I did actually get some of the container-wise pots which are quite deep, so I might actually transplant them into that, put a little bit more compost in them, because I think they're about the same sort of size, square, round, whatever, but just a little bit deeper to give them a bit more growing on space, and then just do the others as they pop up. I need to empty my car because I managed to find a stockist of the Melcourt Silver Grow peat-free compost, which, yeah, I was pretty chuffed about that. It happened to be in the same area where we were this morning, because we picked up my son's new car, and it was just around the corner, so I thought, well, best excuse to go and get some compost. This was $9.99 for 40 litres, and so I got 4 bags, and then literally got home and I'd got an email from another garden centre, which is actually closer to where I live. They're doing 2 bags for 15 quid, so yeah, I paid a little bit more than I probably could have, but it was convenient. So, and when I saw it, I was like, I've got to have it. Yeah, so I need to do that as well. The other thing I need to do is measure this window, which I keep forgetting to do. Get some new glass for that. Oh, I need to measure up, little fly there. Need to measure up where the fruit bushes were, because I want to put polytunnel in ready for the spring, but I'm just not sure on the measurements, so I need to go and check that. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the space I want to use for the polytunnel. Okay, so out we go. Seems to be quite a few crows over there at the moment. I'm not quite sure what's going on over there. Whether that's something dead over there. There's a lot of birds flying around there. Can you see? Very odd. Anyway, so the space I'm looking at is just here. So I think it's around 4 metres, but I'm actually not sure. It might be a bit less. If I move back a bit, you can see the whole space. So what I was thinking is from this line down this side and then the back and then here, having it there, it does mean that the door will open out onto the path which is there, which is not a bad thing. The only bad thing is that this line here is right up against the path, so I might recess it about 2 feet or something, because I did want to put a windbreak structure here. Because the site is just so open, we do actually get quite a lot of strong winds over here, so I was hoping by building some kind of fence out of pallets or something to reduce the impact of the wind might help. But yeah, I still have got these massive roots to dig out, which are just enormous. I don't actually know how to do that, so if you've got any tips. I've got probably one, I've got one over there, 2, 3, one here, 4, 5, and then there's be one under there, so I've got 6 massive roots that are all like this, which when you look at my hand, yeah, they're quite big. So yeah, haven't dug up all the parsnips yet. They still need to have some come up. The Romanesco's all split. But it looks all right though. I mean, I think I probably wouldn't eat it, but you know, it looks okay. Now these are parsnips and these are seeds. Now should I save them? I don't know if they self-seed or if they're inside or... Oh yeah, look, I think they're just inside. So I think I'll keep those. I'll have to get a little envelope to put those in. But that's all cool. Got quite a few of those. What else have we got? Some more carrots over there that need to come out. The lettuces have had it. I think they've been munched. Yeah, and a general tidy up, really, I think is probably on the cards. So I think first things first is I need to make a list, really. So let's put the kettle on. Yeah, let's have a coffee and make a list. Sounds like a good plan. Sometimes these gas cans, they get a bit cold. They don't always start up first time, so what I used to do is put them in the greenhouse to warm them up, but it's not much warmer in there. These are a bit warmer. That's not very good. Doesn't look like I'm going to get the burner to fire up, so no coffee. Bugger. Oh well, never mind. Okay, I think we'll go and get the compost out of the car. Problem is it's wet, so it's really bloody heavy. Right, round 2. So look, these dahlias have been well ventilated, but there's a bit of mould in there. Can you see that? So that's got to come off. Doesn't look too nice. So yeah. So unfortunately, it looks like most of the dahlias have, yeah, they've gone. So yeah, they're mouldy, they've gone soft, and I think it's my fault for not washing them off when I dug them up and then drying them, because I think the wet soil has actually made them go mouldy, which is kind of obvious. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but oh well. So I've probably got not even 1 or 2 that are, you know, completely dry. I've stripped them as much as I can, and I've got a couple. I don't know what varieties they are now because all the labels have gone all over the place. So I don't know, but I don't know, we'll just see. But I can just buy more. So the other bonus with it is that I've got loads of room now in the greenhouse, so I'm going to need to clean that up, give it a bit of a brush off from where they've been sat. I appear to have found a few more dahlias, so I'm going to check them ones out and see if they're any better. I don't hold out much hope. Wish me luck. This one is a mixed dahlia. Actually, these look a bit better, she says. They certainly feel much more solid than the last lot. Yeah, this one might be okay, you know. Right, let me clean it up a bit and I'll come back to you. Okay, so that wasn't a complete disaster. 2 out of 3 were okay. Let me show you. So this one is actually really good. This one's got a little bit of a hole in it, but it's solid. But what I might do is just cut that bit off. I can just cut it straight down here, save it. But yeah, the rest are all like firm, and there's no other signs of mold in here. So I think I'm actually going to take this one home and wash it, and then cut it and give it a bit of TLC, and then maybe see if I can work out how I'm going to store them. Do you know, I think these ones are okay because they had a thing over the top of the pot which kept them in the dark. I don't know, who knows. And then the other one, so this is a bigger one. This is a cactus dahlia. Again, this one here is a bit soft, so I might take him off, but everything else is really solid. There's still quite a bit of mud and roots on here which I need to tidy up, but overall this one seems quite good as well. So I'm actually quite hopeful for this one, and this one looks like it's got a really good place to split it just here. But yeah, I'll see once I've washed it. So it's not a complete disaster, but you know, it does mean I can buy more, which, you know, is never a bad thing. So I haven't got my microphone on, so I'm hoping you can hear me. I've just sieved a little bit of compost, which I'm going to put into my new container-wise pots for the broad beans that are kind of, their roots are popping out the bottom. I don't need to add a lot of compost because you can see there's quite a bit in here already. I just need to be really careful when I actually move them out of here, so I don't damage the root. It's not going to be easy, but we'll give it a shot. Right, so I've got a little bit of compost on the bottom. I've only got to do 5. Too much in that one. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, now let's see if I can prise these out. Not sure if you can see from there. Right, this one has a root, so I need to be really careful. I'm going to prise this one out. As much soil in it as I can, and let's find something to make a little ditty hole in. Second one. Let's squeeze this one out. Ooh, okay, that one's much better. This one, try this one. I wouldn't advise doing this actually because it's not really good for the plant, especially when they have such long tap roots like this. That will come out lovely actually. So there we go, transplanted. Hopefully these will give them a bit longer, but we'll see. So I think I'll just leave those on there like that. I nearly forgot to measure the window. Let's do that now. Come on. Okay, let's get a tape measure. Tape measure. Right, you need to remember these measurements, okay? Width 9, 49. It's better to measure it from the outside because it actually sits in a lip, so I don't think I can do that from here because of where it is. It's not exactly easy to get to. I must have had them written down somewhere because I glazed it before. Or maybe what I need to do is take the old glass out, measure that, and take that measurement down to the glazes. Maybe I'll do that. I won't do it today, but